Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map. Today I wanted to show you yet another deck from my swapping wave. I forgot about this one, and this is the Wheel of Change Tarot by Alexandra Genetti. And I actually did purchase the book to this deck as well, which is quite a substantial position, around 400 pages. But this deck was first published as a boxed set in 1997, and now you can purchase the deck, which is not that expensive actually. I think it's around $30 or even less than $30 plus shipping, and you can buy the book separately through Amazon, or it used to be sold on Book Depository, but they sold out right now, so I'm not sure if they will get it back. But the Wheel of Change Tarot is a vibrant tool for mirroring the connection between creativity, the simple magic of ordinary life, and the universal forces of the natural world. In so doing, these cards will show you the interconnected nature of all things and the cycle of transformation of change that is the only constant in our world. So I saw this deck first at Dance of the Soul Tarot of Rose on her Instagram, and I remember being quite fascinated by the look of this deck. I also wanted to show you all the wands that so this is the new one. So this is a new one that I've created, and I love it. It's this kind of, I call it nude because the amethyst reminds me of the, starry skies, but it's got this gorgeous red and purple feather, a stone that I found myself. This red stone, I found it in the stream. And this amazing driftwood, I added a little red dot here as well, so it kind of like head in the sky and feet on the ground feel to this wand, but it feels quite magical, can be used as a, like an energy brush. You can actually feel the energy from this amethyst. So yeah, this one is available for purchase, as are the other ones, except for that wand, which is an old wand of mine, and except for the Sufi wand. But this is the Mama Bear wand with beautiful Baltic amber. No, that's not fair. And there's this one as well, like a good luck amulet, also with amber and with the little feathers from the tit, I think. And there's little Venus, the rose quartz wand with emu feathers and coral in the back. This funky wood, but you can hold your thumb on another piece of rose quartz here, so it's very love. And then the inner child or imagination with Ulexite. And Ulexite, it's called TV stone because you can kind of like read through it. So yeah, this is Ulexite, and this Eye Seer it's called. And then I have three pendants as well. So it's this one with this gorgeous, you can see how sparkly this amethyst is. This amazing amethyst. Why doesn't it focus? Yes, there it is. So yes, this one, it's kind of thinner on the lighter side of things, but it's longer. And then there is this ruby zoisite, gorgeous coloring, and on this cool eucalyptus branch I brought from Australia. So if you maybe like me have Australian connection, then this one would be great. And then there's the Chiron wand, like the rainbow bridge wand with this it's a really cool quartz too, but it was hard to photograph because it's actually see-through, like clear quartz, but it has these etchings And I don't know if you can see because this camera is a bit weird. So all this info will be on my Facebook page. You can also, you know, ask me by writing an email, or I'm happy always to send you more pictures and more informations. So okay, so these were the wands, and now let's go to showing you the tarot. So this is, as I said, Wheel of Change tarot, and this is this second edition. I think the first edition has different backs, and then the book also has this picture on the cover. So I'm going to maybe bring it down a little bit. So this deck is color coded, as you can see, and I think I might edge it in different colors, so it might be looking nice, but for now I'm just going to leave it. So let's start maybe with Major Arcana. I'm going to be showing the whole deck, so if you don't want to see all the cards, then just skip some. We start from the world because that's how they are, so we will be going back to the full. So I don't know if you can distinguish, but here's like a figure made of like cosmic energy, galaxies, and this kind of theme of starry skies and galaxies. It often appears in this deck. So this is the World card, Judgment. So it's very kind of nature-based deck. I found it quite fascinating when I saw it at Rose's IG, and thought that I like decks that are not, you know, like clones of Rider-Waite-Smith, that make me think. I might not like all the cards, I might be unsure of some of the depictions or of some of the ideas, but for example, I love this Moon card. Look at the River of Blood, so it's perfect card for menstruation, initiations, for ritual work. I wanted to say blood magic, but who does that? I don't do it. But definitely also this kind of magical, you know, womb-like energy and initiation and release. Very cool. But also the dream-like, you know, like I don't know if this is Pleiades, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe Pleiades. And there's the star. So it's like channeling that energy. Love the tower too. I love when there's volcanoes on the tower. So there is this volcano flowing. We know that it brings new life and fertile ground, but not while it's erupting. There's definitely misery happening, and the tower being destroyed by the sheer force of nature. The devil with cucumber sticking out of the bowl, the horned god, right? And he is very like passionate. So here he looks more like encouraging us to, you know, fertility rites and sex magic and stuff like this, but also leading a passionate life, enjoying our sexuality. Temperance, mixing fire and water. Death. So there is the little boat in Rider-Waite-Smith. There is this tiny little boat. If you want to take a look, you can go to Rider-Waite-Smith Death and take a look at it. Let's see if you notice it. So she played on this. This is a journey. The Hangman. Strength. And there's no numbers, so you can, you know, put them into whatever order you want. Wheel of Fortune. I also enjoy the Wheel of Fortune with the cosmic forces. Maybe because I'm biased, I'm an astrologer. So I love the Hermit too, the connection to the tree. So gorgeous. And like he's got all this science tools, so he's exploring and documenting maybe, but definitely finding also his personal connection to what he finds out about the universe. I love this Justice, you know, like this natural balance in the world. That's a very high octave of justice, because there's human law which justice also governs, but also that natural universal laws. And there's the Chariot. I need to figure out this one. I haven't read about it in the book because I don't have it yet, but there's like a ley line, so I thought maybe there's a perfect timing and perfect place for action. Yeah, I'm not sure. If you have any ideas, let me know what you think about this Chariot. It's a circle of stones, different ley lines, like energy lines leading, colors. The Lovers. The Hierophant. Not my favorite, I have to say, but very traditional, like kind of worshipping the golden figure. The Emperor. And the Empress. I love the contrast between the Empress and the High Priestess. So Empress, that sacred feminine of fertility, abundance, life, day, and the High Priestess, the crone. So he's the mother and the crone, that spider web. You know, and as females we will be drawn to those different archetypes. I personally feel more drawn to the High Priestess, the crone aspect, but I'm thoroughly enjoying that Empress. It's really beautiful with her eggs in the nest, you know, and blossoming trees and fruit on the trees, whereas here we see more like autumn and winter, but it's very beautiful. And the Magician. And the Fool, also in like this kind of cosmic tornado. And the Fox, I think it's a cool. So these were the major arcana, and now let's go through. So it's Queen of Discs. So the different cultures in this deck. It's Mayan culture for the Knight of Discs, Prince and Princess. So there's Queen, Knight, Prince and Princess. So multicultural. 10 of Discs, and now the different depictions. 9 of Discs. I think this sheer strength maybe of the soul, solar power. And here I thought maybe there's traditional sharing, lineage. But yeah, I'm not sure about all the cards. I love this 8 of Discs. So check out those spider webs, weaving and weaving in the human manifesting, working, takes time. 7 of Discs. So usually in Rider-Waite-Smith is this waiting for your fruit of the flower of your work, but here we already see the fruit, but it's also a little mouse. It reminds me a little bit of this mouse card from Lenormand, but yeah, not too sure. Maybe that, yeah, you have the fruit of your labor, but the whole process, it's not finished yet. I'm not sure. This one I don't totally understand. 6 of Discs. It's like game. You pay your blood, when you gamble, giving and taking, maybe some slaves. I don't know. I have to read up. If you have an idea about 6 of Discs, about this exchange, that you win something but you lose something, not sure. So yeah, this one, 5 of Discs. I see 5s as challenging but also transformational, with the energy that disrupts the stability of 4, which can get a little bit boring or stuck. But this one is gorgeous. 4 of Discs, and there is this little kind of like I know that's another tree. I thought it was something on that tree, but that just symbolizes 4 seasons. 3 of Discs reminds me of the 5th Element tarot with the ants as well. 2 of Discs, the exchange, I like that. And that's Ace of Discs. So the discs are green. And then we have, and I don't know if they came like this, but I just got them like this from the swap. So this is Prince of Wands. So she pictures different traditions. Queen of Wands, These wands are very inspirational, artistic, spiritual. Knight of Wands and Princess of Wands. And then we have Ten of Wands, which is like flags of different countries. So I'm not too sure. Again, I have to read up how she sees this, that we make up the world. But yeah, I don't know how it plays up with traditional tarot. I like the Nine of Wands. I can see this as the preservation of culture, you know, staying strong. Eight of Wands of our creativity and bringing, you know, progress to artwork. Seven of Wands could be just a lot of fire, a lot of happening. Six of Wands, it's very interesting. I don't know, and you can see victory in here, or some form of, you know, balanced fire. I want to check it out because that doesn't seem very, like, whatever. Five of Wands, the medicine circle, but all these different angles maybe of seeing the situation. There's a human behind that circle. And Four of Wands, pretty stable, like Egyptian obelisks. Three of Wands, rock guitar, like electric guitars. And Two of Wands, two salamanders. An Ace of Wands, like a maple kind of thing. So as you see, some of them are more self-explanatory, some of them are a little bit maybe not so easy to guess, but I have to figure it out. That's why I think the book might be interesting, because Jules from I will link her channel below. I forgot the name of the channel now, Cosmic Arcana I think it's called, but she spoke about this deck and about the book. I will link her video, and she said the book is very good, so I'm going to check it out. So this is cups, and the red color was, first of all, I found it quite interesting. So this is Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups. You know, there is this homeless and collecting things for homeless people. So there is this idea of, you know, being good to others. She's funny. It's like Oktoberfest walking into the cosmic galaxy. And Prince of Cups. So then she goes with all these kind of vases. So it seems a little bit traditional, seems like an art that can survive ages, but I'm not sure exactly how. I know that they're vessels, obviously, but there's this archaeological digging, so I'm not sure how she actually explains that, and why cups are red. For emotions, for expression, I'm not sure. And so here, Nine of Cups, we have this bottom of the ocean, and again those cups like kind of there. Eight of Cups, we have those huge waves. Yin Yang symbol, lotus, so there is this creating the balance as well, maybe. Seven of Cups, usually we have these funny cups, you know, 7 cups for creative thinking or envisioning, and here looks more like offering to the volcano, but again, I have to read. So cups is probably the least well understood suit by me in this deck. Six of Cups, usually we know what Six of Cups looks like, and you know, it's a happy card, right? Everything blossoms, it's beautiful. Here we have those kind of broken cups, like in the Five of Cups and the rain, and Five of Cups is 5 shells. So yeah, I'm not too sure how she explains the cups, because they don't go with how I usually would read cups. Four of Cups, Three of Cups, and Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So this one is an interesting one, and as you see, I have no answers for you right now, but I will get back to you when I get the book and I will check this. So this is Queen of Swords, and so this is more scientific. A Knight of Swords, scientists, a brain. Princess of Swords, and the Prince of Swords. And then we have Ten of Swords, That's also, I'm not sure, to be honest. I have to look into it. 9 of Swords. But you know, 8 of Swords. See, this could be for me, but maybe more like 10 of Swords. But 8 of Swords. Here we have this chamomile flower, broken glass, and a baseball ball flowing through it. Yeah. Kind of something hint, like there's a hint in there of the 8 of Swords, but not really. 7 of Swords I can get from the, you know, inventing the alphabet or preserving the alphabet, but 7 of Swords often means research or kind of being intelligent, you know, and using, you know, language and thoughts. 6 of Swords, it's also interesting, but maybe it's like moving on. Yeah, see the book. I want to see the book. 5 of Swords, Baron, 4 of Swords, and the Mummy. 3 of Swords, something gets cut out. 2 of Swords, scissors, and Ace of Swords. So it's a beautiful deck. I think that I like the artwork, and I really enjoy the look at it, but as you could see from this brief flip through, I can't explain all the cards and what they mean, but apparently she really found a great way of explaining them. So let's see how it goes. I just wanted to also show you how Tabula Mundi Tarot looks out, with 2 guides, the High Priestess and Shaman from the 5th Element Tarot, and the Mintakan card, because it's new moon in Gemini right now, and the Sacred Creators Oracle. And also I have done this little spread, like majors only spread with Major Arcana of Tarot de Marseille, which you can do by pulling the full separate. So first you set the kind of like a plan, like a map, tarot map. You put the arcana just in regular order, so you have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, and here 7 cards each. And then you shuffle the second deck and pull the random cards and see how they, you know, fall into the map. So here we can see that my Fool is I'm in the process of change, right, on the Wheel of Fortune. Then here my Fool goes, it's on Justice, so I'm still maybe deciding, but I'm heading into the Tower, Devil, and Death, and then into, and then there will be some form of rebirth and healing, and you know, the healing is on Death as well. So yeah, now watch me, we'll see what's happening, but that's quite interesting. I will be sitting with the spread today as well, and thank you for watching again. Happy new moon, and I hope you'll enjoy all those decks that I'm showing. Bye!